Good day, everyone. Another lesson for this YouTube channel, and the title of the lesson is Nature of Roots of Quadratic Equation. So again, this is Mr. Beloy, your teacher for today. Okay, in this lesson, we will use the quadratic formula. So out of this quadratic formula, we have the b squared minus 4ac, or the radicand inside the radical symbol. So that is your radicand. And we will use this formula to know the nature of roots of quadratic equation, or the characteristics of the roots. So what is this b squared minus 4ac? So this is what we call the discriminant. So this discriminant is used to know the nature of roots if you got a particular value out of this formula, b squared minus 4ac. So we will refer to the table. Okay, this is your table to be used to know the nature of roots and the number of real solutions. So from the formula, for the first row, below the titles, discriminant formula, we have b squared minus 4ac. And if you got the value of 0 for your discriminant, automatically, the nature of roots, or your answer for the characteristics of the roots, are real, rational, equal. And since they are real, rational, and equal roots, therefore they are identical, the two roots. Therefore, you have only one real solutions because you have equal roots. Okay, for the second row, we have b squared minus 4ac as your formula. And out of this formula, if you got positive perfect square, what are those numbers? Positive. All positive numbers. And perfect squares are, I'll give you 10. First 10, you have 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, and 100, and so on. So, all positive perfect squares. So, if you got those numbers, the nature of roots are real, rational, and equal. So, for the second row, and you will get two real solutions. That will be your answers. Okay, for the third row, if you got positive from b squared minus 4ac, if you got positive, and not perfect square, of course. Positive and not perfect square. So, what are those numbers? You have 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. You will just exclude the perfect square. So, all positive numbers except perfect square. So, if you got those, your answer for the nature of roots are real, irrational, and equal. And you have two real solutions. Okay, for the fourth column, we have b squared minus 4ac as your formula. And you got negative numbers. All negative numbers, including perfect square, but negative. For example, negative 4, negative 9, negative 11. Okay, all those negative numbers. So, your nature of roots are non-real or imaginary. So, if they are non-real or imaginary, they don't belong in the number line. So, therefore, your real solutions are or is 0. You have 0 real solution or no real solution. Okay, so don't forget this table as your guide for your answer. Let's have an example. Find the nature of the roots of the equation 3x squared minus 10x plus 3 equals 0 and identify the number of real solutions. So first thing you should know is the value of ABC, because you will use the formula b squared minus 4ac. So what is b, what is a, and what is c? You will substitute. So in the quadratic equation given, our a is 3, b is negative 10, and c is 3 also. So you will substitute those values in the discriminant formula. So it is already substituted there. You have negative 10 squared as your b squared minus 4 times your a is 3 times your c is 3 also. So you substituted the values of b, a, and c in b squared minus 4ac. Minus 4 is as is. You will not change that. It is always minus 4. Okay, then simplify further. You have negative 10 squared is 100 minus 4 times 3 times 3 is 36. So 100 minus 36 is simply 64. So the value of your discriminant is positive and also a perfect square. So 64 is positive and perfect square. So where is that in the table? Let's look at the table. Okay, from this table, you have positive perfect square. So it is here. So your answer is at the second row. So if it is positive perfect square, because we got 64, it is positive perfect square. So your nature of roots are real, rational, and equal. And you have how many real solutions? You have 2 real solutions. Okay, let's have another example. Okay, in this second example, find the nature of the roots of the equation x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 0 and identify the number of real solutions. So your a is 1, b is 6, c is 9. So if you have x squared, you have there 1 as numerical coefficient. Therefore, your a is 1, b 6, c is 9. Then substitute in your discriminant formula b squared minus 4ac. So here is the substitution. You have 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times 9. So your a is 1 and your c is 9. Your b is 6. So 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times 9. Then simplify further. You have 6 squared is 6 times 6, which is 36. Minus 4 times 1 times 9 is 36 also. So therefore, your value is 0. So where is this value of discriminant 0 in the table? Okay, let's refer to our table. So in our table, it is in the first row. So this one, your b squared minus 4ac, if you got 0. Of course, your answer for the nature of roots or characteristics of the roots are real, rational, equal. And the answer for the number of real solutions is only 1. Okay, so we got our answer from this table. Okay, if you have questions, just comment down below in the comment section. And you can also ask me in our group chat. Thank you for listening, and I hope you understand this lesson. Again, this is Mr. Beloy, your mathematics teacher.